Hello, my mathematicians. So today we're working in our math book on lesson 8-5, and our objective is to add three-digit numbers, regrouping tens as hundreds. Okay, so before we get started, I just wanted to review with you a little bit from yesterday's lesson, okay, where you guys actually worked on that regrouping part. So let's say I have 300s, 14 tens, 8 ones. Okay. Remember that when I have 14 tens, I have 10 tens here. And we know that 10 tens can be put together to make 100. So 300s, 14 tens, 8 ones is the same as 400s because I moved those 10 tens. I made 100 out of those. Okay, 100. Plus the 300 that were already there are 400s. I still have 4 tens in my tens place, and I didn't touch my ones, so I still have those 8 ones there. Okay, so those are equal to each other. When we have 10 tens, we can make 100, 20 tens, 200, and so on and so forth. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at how to add three-digit numbers, and we're going to be regrouping those tens in the tens place. So let's take a look at that. So they start off with a story problem. There are 252 adults and 354 children at a zoo. How many people are at the zoo? So they want to find the total of people, of adults and children at the zoo. So we're going to add 252, that's the adults, plus 354, that's the children. And we're going to find out how many kids there are at the zoo. Notice that at the model, look at the model over here. Notice that there are more than 9 tens. Okay, so they modeled it. Ignore the red block for now. Let's look at the blue. 2 hundreds, 5 tens, 2 ones, and then they modeled the children with 3 hundreds, 5 tens, 4 ones. Okay, they put their ones together first. 4 ones plus 2 ones makes 6 ones. They did not have enough ones to regroup, but when they added their tens, 5 tens plus 5 tens makes 10 tens. So 5 plus 5 is 10. We regroup 10 tens as 100, and we have no tens left. Okay, once we regroup those, there were no more tens. That's why this is red now. They're showing how they turned those 10 tens into 100. Then they added their hundreds. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 more is 6. So there are 606 people at the zoo. Remember, guys, we always want to add the ones first. Then, if we need to, we're eventually going to be regrouping those ones. For today, we're not. Then we add our tens, regroup if needed, then add your hundreds. Okay, that's why it's really important you always start with those ones. Do not start in the hundreds place because we're regrouping now and moving tens over there. So if you add your hundreds first, it's not going to be correct. All right, so let's take a look. Let's do some of these together. Remember, we want to start with our ones place. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then we move to our tens place. 7 plus 9, or 9 plus 7. I know that 10 and 7 is 17. 9 is one less, so that's 16. I put my 6 tens down here. I think about, if you want to draw a real tiny little 16 to kind of remind you, I know those 10 tens need to be regrouped into 100. Now I add my hundreds. 300 plus one more 100 is 400s. Okay, 10 tens make 100. That's why we move it over there. All right, let's do another one together. 456 plus 291. Start in your ones place. 6 plus 1 is 7. Move to my tens place. 9 plus 5, I know 10 and 5 is 15. 1 less is 14. So I put my 4 tens down here. I regroup 10 of those tens into 100. There's my 14. My 10 tens and my 4 tens. That's my 14 tens that I made. Then I add my hundreds. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 more is 6 and 7. So 456 plus 291 is 747. All right, guys, so you're going to continue to do those. Add, regrouping where needed. Circle the correct sum. You will probably need to do your work, show your work over here. Okay. Solve your problem to find out how many bagels and muffins in all. Okay. This, guys, you need to, this is a two-step problem, okay? Let's take a look at it real fast. A bakery has 424 bagels. It has 60 more muffins than bagels. How many bagels and muffins in all? It does not have 60 muffins. It has 60 more muffins than bagels. So your first step is to figure out how many muffins there are. Then you can add your muffins to your bagels. Okay? Be careful in that. It has 60 more muffins than bagels. So it has 424 muffins plus 60 more. Figure out your muffins first and then figure out your muffins plus bagels. Explain how you know when you need to regroup tens as hundreds in addition. Think about why we regroup. Then write and solve an addition problem in which you need to regroup tens as hundreds. So make up your own problem. Continue on to page 359. And on to page 360. Okay, it tells you how many small paper clips and how many large. So they want to know how many Antonio has in all. That's just a one-step problem. And then Jonah left a digit when writing and solving this addition problem. What digit belongs in this box? And explain how you found the missing digit. So tell me what you did. If you say, I know that this and this makes this, that's fine. Okay, if you solved it backwards, it's just totally up to you of how you solved it, okay? Guys, it's really important that your parents send me a picture of this so I make sure you're doing it right, because tomorrow you will be working on a math quiz, checking your progress. So I want to make sure that you guys are understanding everything we have going on. All right, have a great day, guys. If you have any questions, I'll be on Zoom.